What's happening, fellas? Hey, my media guy just printed this off today, and much to my dismay, 83% of the people watching the channel are not subscribed, only 16.7. And we also got over a dozen emails from subscribers saying they were magically unsubscribed from the channel. So we're not sure how that's happening, but do me a favor, just check and see if you are subscribed. It's a button right down there. Just hit the subscribe button. It's very easy to do. You don't have to fill anything out. Just hit the button. Maybe you hit it inadvertently with your finger and unsubscribe, but it helps us grow the channel. I promise to you, you guys subscribe, I'll keep giving you the best free content on classic motorcycles I can possibly come up with. I spent the last 15 years of my life doing this 364 and a half days a year. And that's all I ask. It's free, and it would help us grow the channel. So we got a deal. You guys subscribe, and I'll keep pumping out the great content for you. Thanks for watching. God bless America. Guys, you're going to love this one. None other than the first year, the iconic 1973 XR75, 1 year only model with the big tank on it. It's a concourse frame-off restoration, no expense spared, that took, well, north of 6 months. I don't remember exactly when we started it, but it was still snowing out when we started, and it's absolutely freaking stunning. We cut no corners on this one. It was taken right down to the frame. Every nut and bolt on this bike has been got through. I have an extensive work order over here. I'll probably grab it now so I don't forget everything, and I'll go over the parts list here. It's a 3-page work order with a 3-page parts list, and not a single bolt on this bike has not been gone through. Everything's been done. The engine was removed from the frame. It was completely dismantled to the last nut and bolt. And starting with the engine, the engine was completely dismantled. The cases were cleaned. The cylinder and head were gone through. It has the valves were lapped. A brand new piston. It has a brand new piston, new rings, new base gasket, new head gasket, new valves. The intake is brand new, and the carb to airbox boot is new. That's the original airbox. I want to say another thing too. Before I go too far, all the cycle parts on this bike are original. We believe that's the original seat. The tech that's working on it thinks it's the original seat and seat cover. It's in remarkably good condition. That's the one it came to us with. The parts that were replaced, the exhaust, that's a reproduction of the original stock exhaust. And I'll get into the parts list with you, but the major cycle parts on the bike, the engine cases, the frame, the tank, the triple clamps, the seat, the number plates, the fenders, these are not reproduction items. These are brand new. Original. The parts that are brand new, the fork, we finished the bike and we rolled it into the showroom after 6 months, and I look at it and there was a little bit of pitting in the forks right here, the original forks. And I said to Lee Mack, the tech that did this thing, him and I worked together on it. He did 99% of it. I just basically was coaching him through it. So man, this thing's perfect. We have a massive work order. We're up over 137 hours at that point. The final work order was 139 hours at $150 an hour. Do the math. There's a major investment in this bike. I said, this isn't good enough. So we called and ordered a brand new set of Honda Chrome fork uppers. So back to the engine. Engine's been completely rebuilt. The clutch has been replaced. It's got a brand new clutch. Brand new piston, brand new rings, new base gasket, new head gasket, new intake, completely rebuilt carb. Airbox is completely restored. It has the original metal cover on the airbox, and it has a new exhaust. So from the intake to the exhaust and everything in between it was completely rebuilt and, of course, polished or painted. Lots of new hardware also. So engine completely remanufactured. Then the frame was sandblasted and primed and painted the original gloss black, as was the swing arm. And all of the cycle parts, like the pegs, that's an NOS brake lever, new old stock Honda. Okay, I have the parts list. I think it was like $210 just for that brake lever. Quite a bit of money was put into it in parts. Also, the pegs were restored and repainted. The kickstand was restored and repainted. The forks, as I mentioned, have brand new chrome fork uppers. Also, the lowers were professionally polished. It has new fork seals, new fork oil, and the forks are completely rebuilt. The rims are a work of art. I can't believe we found them, but we found a brand new NOS Honda wrapped in the bag. We still have the picture wrapped in the Honda black or brown paper. NOS rims and spokes from the UK. We shipped them all the way across from the United Kingdom to here. So those are new old stock. That's another thing. When we were done with the bike, we're 3/4 done. I was like, man, the rims, the original rims were you know, the chrome was not perfect. And I was like, it looks good, but we want this one to be absolutely freaking perfect. This is the most money we've ever spent on any XR we've ever done, resto mod or not. 139 hours of shop labor and $2,800 in parts, $2,786 in parts, not including tax or shipping. So bike's been completely remanufactured to a very high level. The tank was professionally restored, and the inside was cleaned. The exterior was sanded, primed, and painted. Has the original factory logos on there and the original decals. The front fender was refinished and restored, as was the fender mounts. Front number plate was restored. The side number plates, the original side number plates and fenders were completely restored and painted. It just came out absolutely beautiful. Brand new graphics on the side number plates. Triple clamps were restored and painted. All new bearings, new cables. I believe those are the original bars. I'm 99% sure. I'll go over the parts list. It does have a new crossbar pad, new OEM Honda NOS grips, new Honda OEM NOS levers, a new OEM Honda NOS kill switch crossbar pad, and throttle hand grip. Like I said, the seat is to our knowledge the original saddle on here. It appears we when the bike came in, the original seat looked really good, so we didn't do anything with it. This is a good, clean Survivor that just needed a full dismantling and redo. It's 53 years old, and most of these are ridden hard. To find one that's in this kind of condition, worthy of restoration, is very difficult. You can see all of the aluminum on the bike has been professionally polished. All of the chrome is either brand new chrome rims and chrome forks, or beautifully cleaned and restored. Every nut and bolt on the bike has been gone through. The original shocks were restored. The wheels were completely dismantled right down to the hubs. The hubs were vapor honed and restored with new wheel bearings, and the brakes were completely restored. The brake hub backing plate was polished, as you can see. Brand new rear tire, tube, and rim strip on the brand new NOS Honda rim with new NOS Honda spokes. Brand new rear sprocket. We did put a gold chain on it. The only deviation from original on this bike, if you want a black chain, we'll put one on there at no extra cost. I just think it makes it look like jewelry and something you should have in your living room or hanging from your mantle. It's kind of like the calling card on our restorations. It's like you can hang it around your neck or put it around your sprocket. But you can see that the aluminum cover on this side was totally restored. And let me go over the parts list real quick. In addition to restoring the gas tank, it has a new gas tank rubber mount, new OEM fork dust caps. The stator cover gasket on the inner and the stator cover gasket on the outer is new. Has a new fuel cap, new fuel lines, new fuel filter, new start stop kill switch, and that was $99 for the it's a remanufactured original. 99 bucks for that. A new clutch cover gasket, new kickstarter rubber, new front tire, new rear tire, new tubes, rim strips, new foot peg springs, new foot peg pins, the new NOS front and rear wheel, spokes and nipples. Original Honda products were each rim was $110 each and $109 for the spokes, so $329 for the wheels, not including the hub restoration and the new wheel bearings. New front wheel bearings, new rear wheel bearings. So they were $20 and $18. So what was that? $357 in wheel parts. New carb bowl gasket, new spark plug boot, new spark plug. It's a CB7 HSA plug. A new JT rear sprocket, 44 tooth. New rear brake pedal pin. New rear brake pedal spring. New rear brake pedal NOS. It was $205 from Vintage Honda Mini Trails. New brake pedal washer. New fork seals. New clutch lever. New brake lever. New shifter rubber. Five new OEM Honda bolts for the side cover. New rubber grommet for the side panel. 4 cap nuts for the shocks. Those shock nuts are brand new. New graphics of the tank and side panels. New frame warning stickers. If you look on the other side of the frame, on the frame down tube, you'll see it in the correct position. An original reproduction frame warning sticker. It's back here. See that right there? Inside there. Every square inch of this bike has been thoroughly restored. The black new crossbar pad, new clutch cable, new throttle and tube was also replaced, new gold chain, new aluminum intake, new front brake cable, new clutch, new exhaust bracket in addition to the new OEM exhaust. The exhaust in the exhaust bracket was 45 and the exhaust was 424, so it was $469 for the exhaust. New NOS chain tensioner and chain guide, that was $278 because it's not a remanufactured one, it's an NOS. New NOS cam chain tensioner, excuse me. That was a part of the engine rebuild, $270. New top end gasket kit, new piston, new fork tubes were $210 for the fork tubes. Then, of course, the paint and the oil. So the total came to $2,780 on parts. 139 hours of labor times 150 is 20,850, plus the parts was $23,630, which is more than the bike's worth. But that's when you get into a project like this where price is no, there was absolutely no consideration whatsoever other than let's build the coolest, best restoration of an XR75 we've ever done. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care what it costs. Tomorrow, we've got the manager of the HRC national race team coming here. And that kind of thing wouldn't be happening if we weren't turning out cool stuff like this. So it's kind of, it's not a money-making proposition. It's like it's an effort to build the nicest restored XR that we've ever done, and this is the finished product. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. The bike will be sold on eBay at auction. There's a $23,630 investment in the restoration, not including the cost of the bike, so well over 25 grand. The reserve will be probably half that, and we'll see what the market says about this. I should be raffling these off or something because there's no way I'm going to get my money back on the investment. And sometimes we think we should be doing this for the public because, it ranges. We have frame off restorations that we can get done in 60, 65 hours. This one took 139 hours. So that includes the paint work on the tank, frame, fenders, number plates, and every single component on the bike. So it's just time consuming to do it right, but it's the nicest one I've ever seen. It's absolutely beautiful. Nicest one we've ever done. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. Thanks for watching. God bless America.